Hi everybody, and welcome to video 8 in our Autumn Fairy series. And I'd like to mention, don't forget to go over to the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and to the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group. And you'll get all kinds of posts and challenges and drawings and freebies and all kinds of things. So be sure to go check both of them out. The links will be below the video. I've got everything put together, you know, that we've done so far. And I've done, oh no. Okay. I thought I had everything dried. Oh, I think it was the magnet that was holding it down. Oh no. All right. It was this word. I think it's fine. All right, that opens down. Actually, this is the one I was having trouble with. So we've got our little scrap hanger here that's on our altered clip. And I moved it over a little bit, but I think I'm going to be able to move it back. Yes, in fact, I can. And we're going to have this card here that was made out of the other half of the scrap that we used for the green. And I have a paper clip on it because I need to glue this on. And I also need to glaze the fairy wings and a couple of pumpkins, but I wanted to put it in. We're going to do page 13, which is going to be pretty quick. Then I have a virtual doctor's appointment, which I'm not even sure if we'll get this far. We should. And then there's another page 15, which we should be able to get done in this video, but not in this session of this video, okay? Oh, wait a minute. This is 15. Here it is. This is 13. All we're going to do is make a belly band and put the file folders on there. And then I'm going to get one of my little fancy paper clips. Probably one of these because I can get it in that same kind of a bronzy color. To hold them on by clipping down the center one. Yeah. So now I'm trying to decide between an acetate belly band and a belly band made out of this. So let me cut an inch wide piece out of this. Well, the belly band's going to be facing the wrong way. It's going to be this way. That's why it's looking funny. Yeah, this is the dark green, and I picked up this dark green. I don't think this is wide enough. I forgot to ink these, but I'll do that off camera. This super skinny one might just be what we need. Okay, so we have this one. because I don't have any more of that left. All right, let's go with the acetate belly band, which is fine. I don't think any of these are wide enough, so we'll go with our big piece. Wait a minute. Let's try. Well, this piece is wide enough without trimming it. Well, maybe not. Maybe we want it to go exactly all the way across instead of a little bit of a gap, because we're going to have the 3 file folders. Wonder if I should do them long ways. Let me mark this. Inch wide piece first. Okay, that's just right. Yeah, my scan and cut left a little bit of a white border, so I'm going to have to do some creative inking here. So I'll get that inked up off camera. I didn't realize that I had forgotten until just now. It doesn't matter. I've only got 15 minutes until my appointment. And really, adding a belly band and these little file folders shouldn't take even that long. Oh, and here's 2 little cards, or 2 of them, of course. Not a third one, just 2. 3 file folders, 2 cards. So we'll put cards in the ones on the end. Okay, so let's put the belly band on. I think we want it up a little bit higher. Or do we want it a little bit lower? No, I think that's about right. So all that's left to do on this page is to ink them, and then we'll put them on like so. And in fact, how is it that they're not even? That one's folded on the line. This one's folded on the line. And that one's folded on the line mostly. So we've got a line that's crooked, not a full. So Let's put it in here like so. And then we'll put the 2 cards in the center. We'll slide the backs of them up through here like so. And we'll get them centered. And then we'll put the clip on right there, just like that. Well, I think that'll be perfect. And then we make sure the little pointer's in the center. I have to take them off to ink them anyway. And I think I might write something on here. Something fall fairies. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I have any words that are small enough that make any sense. Yes, no, and B. Okay. That's not going to work. Anyway, so that's all we're going to do on that page. We're going to ink everything and then put words on here, and then we'll be done with this page. Okay, this is going to be page 13. Let me show you what I did with page 14, because I didn't do that on camera. Okay, so this is what we're going to put here. Okay, then you turn the page, and I just put on a pretty page. This is really curved, and so I thought that that would be the thing to do. And plus I really like this, and it was part of the one of the 8.5 by 11 portrait pages. That's why it's sideways. It's the other half of the page that we used to make the here, to make this with the flip up. Okay, all right, so that's the first part of this video, and then I'm going to get ready for my doctor's appointment in 10 minutes. I know, cutting it close. Get nervous though, you know what I mean? I got to have something to do. So I will see you in the second half of the video, and we're going to do pages 15 and 16 if we can get both of them done. If not, we'll do yeah, we've got 45 minutes. We should be able to if I quit talking. Okay, I'll see you in the second half of the video in just 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to call 13 done, even though there's a bunch of stuff that I personally need to do to this off camera. So I'll just do that, and you'll see it in the flip through. Let's do 15. And 16 is going to be super easy, so I'm almost tempted to do it first, but I really want to get 15 done. And then yeah, and if we go over just a little bit to do 16, then we may do that. So we're just going to do a simple flip with the loop tie, so this really shouldn't take that long either. So here's my 2 circles, and it's 2 layers of file folder, a layer of this color off of a scrap. So I've got 2 of them, and I laid them on top of each other, and then used my crocodile to punch the holes in it. Okay, or them in them. So all we need to do here is make a 3.5 inch piece for the bottom and a 3.5 inch piece for the top. We want 3 inches to show and a 1/2 inch to be the flap behind. Or so we do 3 and 3. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so 3.5 and 3.5 is 7. So that should be easily doable. So let's measure our width. And remember, when we do these, we have to score 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom because this is directional paper. Oh, come on. This isn't exactly 5.5 because we've trimmed it and everything, and that's why I'm measuring it that way instead of just cutting it at 5.5 and saying that it's going to fit. Okay, so it doesn't look like we cut through any fairy faces, which is a good thing. So then we're going to cut a 3.5 piece from the top, a 3.5 inch piece from the bottom. Actually, it doesn't really matter. This will be better. Okay. I'm going to score both of these at 1/2 inch. This one we're going to score at the bottom. This one will score at the top. And we're losing 2 fairy heads. Off with their heads. So we're gonna fold these over. Okay, that just makes it look a little more finished. So we're just going to ink it. We need to make the back side just in case. You won't need to untie this, but if you do, then I want it to be inked. So my doctor's appointment went well, I think. Okay, so now I don't want to glue these on yet because I want to make it easy to punch the holes. So I want to decide on one of the two where I want the hole to be. Which I think right here would be fine. I'm going to make a circle here. I'm going to turn this one around. Okay, so they're laying on top of each other exactly. And take my hole punch and punch it on the smaller size. Right there, and that makes it even on the top and the bottom. Okay, so now we can glue them on. I guess this isn't going to take that long anyway. She says confidently. I just don't have a card set aside, but you can pick any paper that you want to make the card. Now by doing it this way, you see this picks up where this piece leaves off. So by cutting it the way we did, by using a portrait oriented image, then we were able to just continue it from the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top for that matter, continuously. Okay, so now I'm going to have to glaze these. Let me put the brads in. Where did all my bazillion brads go? I haven't done my third BB crafting video, so I had to put them back where I in with the BB craft stuff. I don't know though, we should use gold because we used the gold, this gold here. In other parts of the book. So we're just going to put our circle, line it up with the other hole, of course. Line the brad up. Open it up. Make sure it's pushed all the way through, so that it makes this tight. So to do that, just lay it down and then push down in the middle on the brad, and that will snug it up. And the reason I like these mini brads is that the little legs are not super long on them. Okay, now we're going to take a little piece of tape, keep it from rotating. I think I might have made this piece of tape too big. Okay, well that will do. And since there is a chance that somebody might untie it and open it, we should probably put something over the brads. If I can get this tape off of my fingers, these little tiny pieces of tape. Okay. And we'll use these bigger ones. Or should we use the little ones? The little ones appear to be big enough. Kind of like the bigger ones though. Did the same thing on this one. I'd rather use this one then. My Scan and Cut decided to not cut it exactly right all the way around. the circle. Okay, so you want this one to be upside down, because when you open it up, you want it to be right side up. Okay. I was going to use a little bit more natural of a fiber. This is waxed bookbinding thread, but I didn't have anything the right color, so this is fine. So we're just going to tie it around the bottom brad, you know, under the circle. And then we'll use our little snips. Where are my little snips? Cut this. That's about what I use them for. Okay. And then you're just going to bring it up here and bring it around. And I don't necessarily do the crisscrossy thing. I just kind of go down and up and then down and then around and out. It still doesn't, that's why I don't like using this super thin. You know, I should have used embroidery floss. I didn't even think of that. I could still cut that off and undo it. If I hadn't covered the brads, I could just take the brad out and undo the string. Then we'll just slide a card underneath that, underneath here, and glue this to the page, and that will take up that tension right there. Okay, it's just pulling on it because it, and doing the flaps up because it isn't glued down on the paper. Once it's glued down on the paper, in fact, there's nothing else to do to this part. All we need to do is make a card and slide it in. So, oh yes I do, I need to glaze the things. Okay, so we'll set this aside. And that's page 15. Then, now we're going to do page 16, which is going to be simple. going to be curved pretty good. So we're just going to put an envelope on the back. We're going to use this paper, and I've inked it. It's one of the, there's two no line, no picture, no nothing pages in the kit. And we're just going to take this paper, and this is the back side, and we're going to take this paper and we're going to cut off just a little bit. Let's go about an inch. Yeah, that's fine. Probably could have gone half an inch, but an inch is fine. And we want to mark about 3 inches, or we want to score about 3 inches. I'm getting pretty hungry. Are you guys eating breakfast? Okay, so we're just going to do that like this. That's going to be our flap. Can you hear my stomach growling? Then we'll flip this up. Is that going to be far enough? Wow. I made the flap too big. Okay. So I just folded this up about to where I wanted the envelope to be. Then we will score this about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch above this, and then that way we can fold it back for the flap. That's the easiest way to do it. Just use your bone folder to crease this. Of course, then we're going to have to ink it. That will get rid of that little white edge there. But let's score it so that we make a nice line. You want to leave some room for the to get stuff in and out of the envelope. And I'm not going to gloss every single butterfly on here. I'm just going to do the ones with the blue. Okay? That's what I just decided just now. Okay? Now, at this point, you could do another one of the button loop closures, but I've decided I'm just going to do 2 Velcro dot closures. These are not Velcro, excuse me, so they're hook and loop closures, just in case they want to come after me. Which I'm not really sure why they would, but just in case, you never know. Let's get this inked. You're going to see this part. You'll see the edge, even though you won't see the inside. So it doesn't matter, ink the inside or the outside, because you'll see the edge. Probably should have inked the outside. So I do need to ink that. Then in the next video, we'll do the cover. And we'll be done. So you only need to ink the part that's going to show. That made a mess. And glue it on the shorter side. Because that mistake where our miss score is on the back side, you're not going to see it. Wish that had gone up just a little bit further. Now if I use just one of these in the center, then the ends are going to stick up. Let's see what it's like on the back of the book, or the signature anyway, though. Let's go ahead and put it on here. And do we have enough room? Sure we do. Could put it on as a pocket. Why not? You don't have to put anything in there, but if you put it on as a pocket, then you've got the option. And you can put it on either way. Let's see. I'm going to put it on this way, really. Tell you the truth, if you're going to make a pocket out of it, because this side faces towards the inside of the book, towards the spine. So we'll put two of these closures on here. You're going to want to put the clear side down yeah, these aren't lined up, so okay. So put this on here. And put another one on. And you want to get the clear side so that it faces that way. So you want to put the white fuzzy side attached to this. Put that there. Then we're just going to move this one up just a little bit. And then press down on them. Now, you can make a fake closure. Oh, look, that almost lined up, didn't it? You can put a circle here to make it look like a fake closure. But I don't particularly like that one. However, and this one's too big. Not to put here though. Instead of putting a fake closure on. Oh, look, and it's got the same butterfly on here. Could have put that there. Okay, it isn't really going to hold it, but we can glue it on as if it were. The Velcro's still going to be what holds it down. If you find, which I doubt, that this, once it's stretched like this, see, that's going to make it even worse. Maybe we should put it a little closer. Once you find, if you put it on the back, wow, kind of regretting that now. I think I'm going to use it as a decoration instead. I think I'm just going to put glue all the way around. So I don't want it sticking up. It's already going to stick up a little bit anyway. You know what I mean? There's no sense in having a big thing sticking up, because it's going to be curved because of the way the book is. You know what I mean? So there's no reason in making it look bad. So let's just put it here. We never had any glue there anyway. And we got the same butterfly here as we got on here, which is pretty cool. And then I'll come back and glaze all the ones with the blue on them, because there's a lot more without. There's 3 more without than there is with, because there's 4 and 2 anyway. A couple more. There's less with the blue. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to do all that glossing and glazing and all that stuff. I've already done this. I went through and did all 3 of these, or 4 of them ahead of time, because I knew I was going to use them. And might could put this on here. I'll have to take a look at that. I glazed all these as well ahead of time. Autumn wings. Oh, butterflies. Autumn wings. Oh, and it's got the same butterflies on it. Okay. So we'll put that on there. And then that will have this completed. Okay, and then we'll put it on the very back of this part right here on page 16. As you can see, it's going to be stretched, you see, and so that really would have just pulled that up. So I'm glad I decided to do it as just this decoration. But you've got this as a pocket as well, so don't forget about that. If you put something in that as a pocket, put a tab on it and put a charm on it. That's probably what I will do. Okay? All right. Well, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next video, and that will be us making our cover. Okay? So thanks for hanging out with me for the last hour or so, and I will see you when we make the cover. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.